Daniel, a young Hebrew taken captive during the Babylonian conquest. Nebuchadnezzar, furious at their defiance, ordered that they be thrown into a blazing furnace. A vision of a magnificent tree that reached to the heavens. They walked unharmed within the furnace. Dream served as a stark warning about the consequences of pride and the necessity of humility before. In the annals of biblical history, the story of Daniel stands out as a profound testament to unwavering faith and divine intervention. Daniel, a young Hebrew taken captive during the Babylonian conquest, found himself in a foreign land, yet his spirit remained unbroken. His journey is marked by remarkable courage as he navigated the challenges of serving in the royal court while staying true to his beliefs. Daniel's life is not just a tale of survival. It is an inspiring narrative that showcases the power of faith in the face of adversity. From interpreting dreams to standing firm against the edicts of kings, Daniel exemplified the strength that comes from a deep trust in God. His experiences, including the famous episode in the lion's den, serve as powerful reminders that faith can lead to miraculous outcomes. This video aims to delve into Daniel's extraordinary life, highlighting the significance of his unwavering commitment to his beliefs amidst trials. As we explore his story, we invite you to reflect on the themes of courage and faith, encouraging you to draw inspiration from Daniel's resilience. Join us on this educational journey, where we uncover the lessons that continue to resonate today, reminding us that even in the darkest times, faith can illuminate the path forward. Daniel hailed from a noble lineage in Jerusalem, belonging to the royal family of Judah. His background positioned him as a young man of promise, well-educated and steeped in the traditions of his people. However, his life took a dramatic turn during the Babylonian conquest, when King Nebuchadnezzar besieged Jerusalem in 586 BC. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of Daniel's captivity, as he was taken to Babylon, along with other young men of noble birth. Nebuchadnezzar, a powerful ruler, sought to strengthen his empire by assimilating the brightest minds from conquered nations, and Daniel was among those chosen for this purpose. The significance of Babylon in this narrative cannot be overstated. It was a center of culture and power, yet also a place of temptation and moral challenge for Daniel and his peers. As Daniel adapted to this foreign culture, he faced numerous obstacles, including pressure to abandon his dietary laws and religious practices. The lavish lifestyle and pagan rituals of Babylon stood in stark contrast to his upbringing, testing his resolve and faith. Despite these challenges, Daniel remained steadfast, demonstrating remarkable resilience and commitment to his beliefs. His journey in Babylon would ultimately shape not only his destiny, but also the legacy of faith that continues to inspire generations. Daniel's decision to refuse the king's food was rooted in his commitment to the dietary laws outlined in his faith, which emphasized purity and obedience to God's commandments. These laws were not merely dietary preferences. They represented a profound aspect of Daniel's identity and devotion. Consuming the rich, lavish meals provided by King Nebuchadnezzar would have meant compromising his beliefs and values. Understanding the significance of this choice, Daniel approached the chief official with a respectful request for a vegetarian diet, seeking to honor his faith while navigating the challenges of his captivity. Initially, the chief official hesitated, fearing the consequences of defying the king's orders and the potential repercussions for his own position. However, Daniel's persuasive approach, marked by humility and confidence, convinced the official to allow a 10-day test. During this period, Daniel and his friends consumed only vegetables and water, while the others indulged in the royal fare. At the end of the 10 days, the results were remarkable. Daniel and his friends appeared healthier and more robust than those who had eaten the king's food. This outcome was a clear demonstration of God's blessing on their faithfulness, reinforcing the idea that obedience to divine principles leads to divine favor. Daniel's experience serves as a powerful reminder of the strength found in steadfast faith, even in the most challenging circumstances. King Nebuchadnezzar was deeply troubled by a vivid dream that left him in a state of distress, prompting him to summon his wise men to interpret its meaning. However, the king demanded that they first recount the dream itself, a task that left his advisors bewildered and fearful, as they knew it was impossible to fulfill such a request without divine insight. In the face of this crisis, Daniel, a young Hebrew captive, demonstrated remarkable faith and reliance on God. Upon learning of the king's decree to execute all the wise men for their inability to interpret the dream, Daniel sought time to provide an answer, turning to prayer with his friends for divine revelation. God graciously revealed the dream and its interpretation to Daniel in a vision, showcasing the power of faith and the importance of seeking divine guidance in times of uncertainty. The dream symbolized a great statue made of various materials, representing successive empires that would rise and fall, culminating in the establishment of God's eternal kingdom. Each part of the statue, gold, silver, bronze, and iron, symbolized different kingdoms, with the stone that struck the statue representing God's ultimate authority over human affairs. Daniel's interpretation not only provided clarity to Nebuchadnezzar, but also highlighted the sovereignty of God over history, reassuring believers of his control over the future. King Nebuchadnezzar, in a display of his power and authority, erected a massive golden statue and issued a decree that demanded all his subjects to bow down and worship it whenever they heard the sound of music. This proclamation was met with fear and compliance from many, but 3 young Hebrew men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, stood resolutely against the king's command. Their defiance was rooted in their unwavering faith in God, as they refused to worship any image other than the one true God. When confronted by the king, they boldly declared that they would not serve his gods or worship the golden statue, even in the face of imminent death. Nebuchadnezzar, furious at their defiance, ordered that they be thrown into a blazing furnace, heated 7 times hotter than usual. However, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego remained steadfast, trusting in God's ability to deliver them. Miraculously, when they were cast into the flames, they were not consumed. Instead, they walked unharmed within the furnace, accompanied by a 4th figure who appeared like a divine being. This extraordinary event not only showcased God's miraculous power, but also served as a powerful testament to the strength of faith in the face of persecution. Ultimately, Nebuchadnezzar was astonished and acknowledged the greatness of their God, declaring that no other deity could save in such a manner. Nebuchadnezzar's 2nd dream was a pivotal moment in his reign, marked by a vision of a magnificent tree that reached to the heavens, providing shelter and sustenance to all creatures. This tree symbolized the king's own greatness and power, but it was soon followed by a decree from a heavenly messenger to cut it down, leaving only a stump. Daniel, upon interpreting the dream, conveyed its profound meaning to the king. It foretold a period of judgment due to Nebuchadnezzar's pride and arrogance. The dream served as a stark warning about the consequences of pride and the necessity of humility before God. Daniel urged the king to repent and turn from his sinful ways, emphasizing that acknowledging God's sovereignty was crucial for his well-being. Despite this warning, Nebuchadnezzar's pride led him to dismiss the council, and the prophecy soon came to fruition. A year later, while boasting about his accomplishments, the king was struck down by God, losing his sanity and living like a wild animal for 7 years. This humbling experience ultimately brought Nebuchadnezzar to a place of repentance, where he recognized God's supreme authority. Upon his restoration, he praised and honored the Most High, illustrating the transformative power of humility and the importance of recognizing one's dependence on God. This narrative serves as a timeless reminder of the dangers of pride and the blessings that come from humility. The downfall of King Belshazzar unfolded during a lavish banquet he hosted, where he and his nobles indulged in excess and revelry. In a display of arrogance and disrespect, Belshazzar ordered the sacred vessels that had been taken from the temple in Jerusalem to be brought forth, using them for drinking wine and praising the gods of gold, silver, bronze, iron, wood, and stone. This act of sacrilege not only mocked the God of Israel, but also signified a profound disregard for the divine authority that had previously humbled his predecessor, Nebuchadnezzar. As the festivities continued, a mysterious hand appeared and wrote a cryptic message on the wall, sending shockwaves of fear through the king and his guests. Unable to decipher the writing, Belshazzar summoned his wise men, but none could provide an interpretation. It was then that Daniel was called upon, having gained a reputation for his ability to interpret dreams and visions. Daniel revealed that the writing read, Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin, signifying that God had numbered the days of Belshazzar's reign, weighed him, and found him wanting, and that his kingdom would be divided and given to the Medes and Persians. The immediate consequence of Belshazzar's actions was swift. That very night, he was slain, and the prophecy was fulfilled, marking the end of Babylonian rule and the rise of a new empire. The story of Daniel's faithfulness culminates in his miraculous survival in the lion's den, a testament to his unwavering commitment to God. Under King Darius's rule, a decree was issued that prohibited anyone from praying to any god or human except the king himself for 30 days. This edict was designed to trap Daniel's devotion to his faith, as his enemies sought to eliminate him due to his prominence and integrity. Despite the threat of severe punishment, Daniel remained steadfast in his commitment to God. He continued to pray 3 times a day, as was his custom, openly and without fear, demonstrating his deep trust in divine protection. His defiance did not go unnoticed, and soon he was apprehended and brought before the king, who was distressed but bound by the law to cast Daniel into the lion's den. God intervened miraculously. He sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, ensuring Daniel's safety throughout the night. When King Darius rushed to the den the following morning, he was overjoyed to find Daniel unharmed. This miraculous event led the king to acknowledge the power of Daniel's God, resulting in a new decree that commanded all people to revere and honor the God of Daniel. This story not only highlights Daniel's faithfulness, but also serves as a powerful reminder of God's ability to deliver and protect those who remain steadfast in their beliefs. The story of Daniel is rich with key themes of faith, courage, and divine intervention, each interwoven to create a powerful narrative of resilience in the face of adversity. One of the most significant aspects is the importance of standing firm in one's beliefs, as demonstrated by Daniel and his friends throughout their trials in Babylon. Their unwavering commitment to God, even when faced with threats to their lives, serves as a profound example of integrity and conviction. The role of prayer is also central to Daniel's story. It is through prayer that he seeks guidance, strength, and comfort during challenging times. Whether in the lion's den or when interpreting dreams, Daniel's reliance on God underscores the power of faith in navigating life's difficulties. This reliance not only fortified his spirit, but also led to miraculous outcomes that showcased God's sovereignty. Furthermore, Daniel's integrity had a significant impact on those around him, including kings and nobles. His exemplary character and unwavering faith inspired respect and admiration, ultimately leading to the acknowledgement of God's power by those in authority. Daniel's life illustrates how steadfast faith and moral integrity can influence others, prompting them to recognize and honor the divine. Through his journey, we are reminded that faith, courage, and divine intervention can transform lives and circumstances, encouraging us to remain resolute in our beliefs. In this video, we have explored the inspiring journey of Daniel and his friends, who exemplified unwavering faith and courage in the face of immense challenges. From their initial capture and refusal to compromise their beliefs in Babylon, to the miraculous events surrounding Daniel's interpretations of dreams and his survival in the lion's den, their story serves as a powerful testament to the strength of conviction and the importance of standing firm in one's faith. We have seen how prayer and reliance on God played crucial roles in their lives, leading to divine intervention that not only protected them, but also transformed the hearts of those around them. As we conclude, we encourage you to reflect on your own faith and convictions. How can you embody the same courage and integrity in your daily life? Remember, even in the face of adversity, your faith can inspire others and lead to remarkable outcomes. If you found this journey through Daniel's story uplifting and insightful, we invite you to engage with our content further. Share it with friends and family who might benefit from these lessons. Together, let's continue to explore the profound themes of faith and resilience that resonate throughout history and inspire our lives today. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soulful Bible Stories for more amazing Bible stories.